Hello, Misty here. Today I would like to show you how I made this triple shaker card. On the right is my sample. I guess it's kind of like my sketchbook today. I'm more hands-on, so I just grabbed a piece of scratch paper and started playing around to see if it was going to work. Mainly I wanted to see if I could get the colors right. So products I'm using, Casual Fridays Bring on the Snowflakes is the bottom snowflake, and then the upper two snowflakes are from the Circle Sayings Holiday stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. Here is my card base and card front. It's the Neenah Solar White 110-pound card stock. And that there is my anti-static pouch. I'm going to be heat embossing the front, the snowflakes, so I use that to try to keep the embossing powder where it's supposed to go. So I am going to score my card front here. I did a 5x7 card for this one just to get all three to fit there, but so I'm going to score it in half, so it's at 5 inches. It's my Teflon bone folder there. And the card front is the 80-pound Neenah Solar White card stock. So I was just showing you there that I'm using removable double-sided adhesive. I just want to hold down my card front temporarily so I can line up the snowflakes where they're supposed to go. So now that I have my card front temporarily attached, I'm going to use Versamark ink on the snowflakes. And Versamark ink is basically just a sticky ink that is going to allow me, I'm going to put embossing powder over the top of it, and then I will heat set it. So I'm going to use that on all three of the snowflakes. So I use, it's called the absorber. It's a car chamois, basically. I use it to clean my stamps, and it cleans stamps really well. So it's a great little tool to have, and most people have it at home already because they use it for drying their cars. And then I just cut off a section of it, and when I use it all up, then I cut another section off and use that section. So these top two snowflakes are from the Circle Sayings holiday stamp set by Simon Says Stamp, but the bottom snowflake is from the Stamp of Approval kit, the holiday one. So it's a pretty cool kit if you are looking for some holiday stamps. It's kind of a one-stop shop. You get a kit. I don't know if they're still available. It's not just stamps, you get dies and other things in the kit too, but it's a great kit to have. Anyway, kind of went off there, but yes, that's top two snowflakes are from Simon Says Stamp, and the bottom one, the maker is Casual Fridays. Bring on the snowflakes. Alright, so let me try to catch back up. So I put on the clear embossing powder, and now I am heating it up and setting it with my heating tool. I used some post-it tape to protect the edges of my card. Since I'm going to be using a sponge dauber to bring some color onto the front of the card, I just didn't want that color to get around the edges of the card. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I love this post-it tape. I use it for many different things. I use it on to hold down my dies too, as you might have seen in the beginning of the video. But anyway, it's just to protect my edges, keep them white. And I'm going to be using Wisteria and Malibu from Simon Says Stamp inks on the front of the card. So I dab it on the paper there. Wow, that's really shaky. Sorry about that. I dab it on the paper there because I don't want all that color to go onto my card. So, okay, this is pretty cool here. Because the paper is white and the embossing powder is clear, when I put the color over it, it really makes those snowflakes pop. you know, you could just see the white through the color, and it's really pretty. I absolutely love this technique. So I'm going to do that on all 3 snowflakes. So I try to go really light to start off with. If you go too heavy on the color, there's no taking it out, and I like to start light and then add more color if I need to. So that's why I have all the color on the paper. But look at those, look at it, it just makes those snowflakes just pop. I love it. So this is the wisteria I'm adding first, and then after I'll go in and add the Malibu. And here is the Malibu. This is a really, really pretty color. It's actually a great color combination, but I really love this this color here. I am really sorry about the shaking. My camera or my phone is set up on a contraption my hubby made for me, and it hangs my phone over my workspace here, but it's on my desk, and doing this technique, it's a lot of rubbing and a lot of moving, so I'm really sorry that the camera is shaking so bad here. So I'm sure you've noticed I am trying to shorten this video. I don't want you stuck here for half an hour, so I've been speeding it up where I can. So now I'm just going to go back in with a little bit of the wisteria and go back in with a little bit of the Malibu and just kind of try to blend the 2 colors. Wow, from the video, that's looking really dark. I'm trying to learn to just stop. Give it a moment, let it dry, let it breathe, whatever. And sometimes the color changes, but I didn't really do that on this one. But again, it's okay. I mean, I like the way it turned out, so next time I will stop and take a breather. So now I just took a cloth and wiped the ink off of the embossing powder there just to brighten it up, brighten the whiteness. So now it's time to make the shaker windows. So I plugged in my fuse tool, and now I'm just cutting a portion. I had some photo sleeves that I am not using, so I've been using them for this. This is the Nested Circles die from Simon Says Stamp. And on all 3 of the shaker windows, I'm fusing it, you know, 3/4 of the way, and then leaving a small portion of it open so that I can get the sequins in. And then I'll go, after I have them in, I'll go and seal it off completely. Alright, so I just did 2 pockets on one sleeve there, so I'm just cutting them in half. And I already had which sequins I wanted picked out, so I'm just putting them in this little tray here. And then I'm going to fill each one as I go. I tend to overfill my shaker pocket, so it's something I need to work on. So the top 2 were easy because even though I overfilled them, I was able to drop it down a little bit so you couldn't see as much in the window. But the bottom one, I overfilled that one too, as usual, but it was right on the bottom, so that one I'm just kind of stuck with being overfilled. If I had the room, I would have dropped it down like I did the other 2, so you didn't see as many sequins through the window. Alright, so I'm just cutting them down and trying to get them sized correctly. And then I'm going to use my stamp runner and put double-sided adhesive around the entire circle and then stick the pocket to it. So the pockets will be stuck to the cover, the front of the card. And then, see, look at the card base, the colors, just from letting it sit and dry and breathe, they're much lighter than they were when I was doing it. So, all right, so I decided to put in some fun foam just to pop it up off of the card base. So what I did is I basically just, and there's that post-it tape again, I held it up to the light to see where the circles were cut out, and then that's where I placed the circle die. So I cut them out, and now I'm going to adhere the fun foam to the card front. Now when I ran it through my die cutting machine, it smashed the fun foam quite a bit, but it'll pop back up in no time. So one of the corners wasn't adhered very well, so I just used my Tombow Mono liquid glue to glue it down. And then I used some double-sided tape on the fun foam, and yeah, there you have that part. Now I wasn't quite sure. Here's where I messed up. Okay, so I had originally planned on using the Circle Saints Holiday stamp set from Simon Says Stamp. They were supposed to, around each circle, there was supposed to be a stamp, a holiday stamp that had different sentiments on each circle. And I totally forgot, and my card front was just plain looking and didn't even dawn on me. So why it was so plain. But anyway, so I did a couple snowflakes. I used the mini snowflakes from Lawn Fawn, and I did just grab some scratch paper and use the same colors as I did on the behind the snowflakes, and cut the snowflakes out of that, and I cut it again. I ran it through my die cutting machine again using the silver glitter paper, which is what you see here, and I just couldn't decide which one I liked better. So I eeny, meeny, miny, mowed it here to decide which one I was going to use, and the glitter one won. So right there, my son was standing there, and I had to show him my butterfly that I made, and even though it had absolutely nothing to do with this card, but anyway, I used Distress ink on that one too, and it turned out pretty good. The colors were pretty vibrant. So I still couldn't leave it just here with the snowflakes, so I decided to add some more sequins to the front, because you can never have too many sequins. Oh wait, I take that back. I do have too many sequins down in that bottom pocket there. Okay, so while I'm wrapping this up, I just wanted to say hopefully I didn't go too fast on this. I'm trying to keep it in a reasonable amount of time. Like I said, this video is still 14 minutes. And if you have any questions, just please don't hesitate to send me a message, and I will be happy to answer any questions you might have. But this is my second card making tutorial I've ever done, so hopefully I will only improve as time goes on. Alright folks, there you have it. This was my first ever triple shaker card and my second ever card making tutorial. If you liked what you saw, please give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I will be posting more videos like this. So thank you all so much for taking the time to watch my video, and I will see you next time.